Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Fire Emblem Heroes Legendary Hero Battle Abyssal Clear. Today we are taking down the Divine One, Legendary Alear, and we are going to earn the Gold Lion Insignia. And this map is pretty nifty, references a pretty cool map from Engage, one that I actually spent like over an hour trying to clear. It took a while. There are a lot of reinforcements in that map, and likewise here there's a lot of reinforcements to deal with, but fortunately most of the enemies aren't really that threatening to deal with, so it wasn't too difficult to come up with a strategy. Alear herself is troublesome if you let her initiate. Actually, also if you try and initiate on her, she does have a distant counter, so trying to attack into her and her massive defense is not a great idea, but if you can pick off all of her allies, then she becomes a lot easier, because a lot of her power goes down if you take down those allies. So as long as we deal with all the other units, then Alear herself will hit hard, but will be manageable. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a quick look at our Angel army this time around and see who is going to lead us to victory. As usual, we have our dear Professor Byleth, just his regular version this time. We could have brought one of his mage versions, but I liked having someone who could actually bait enemies out and take them on enemy phase, so we went with this version, and he is running his speed stack build. A lot of speed with attack speed finish in the Creator Sword, spamming his special Vital Astro with Times Pulse, and then Spurn just gives him damage reduction. Mystic Boost keeps him topped up and healthy. So yeah, he does a lot of tanking and clears out a lot of enemies, which is very helpful for all the reinforcements we're going to deal with. He is joined by Ninja Corrin, who is taking a much more player face approach, running his Gale Force build, slamming into the enemies, taking them down before they can become an issue. We also have Robin, who is probably the least useful unit, honestly, but he does support a little bit with his Love Bouquet and his Joint Drive defense, giving us a little bit of extra stats to take out some key threats. And he is also ranged, so he can attack from afar, which helps with our other units being melee only. And finally, Big Sis Camilla is here to tank the enemies. Nothing too fancy with her build. She's just kind of stat balling with Fury and Pegasus Flight, just tanking enemies and taking them out. I wanted to go with this team, as odd as it seems, especially with Camilla not having any cavalry or flyers to support with her axe, because we have the Emblem Squad. Ninja Corrin kind of an honorary member here, because sadly the male version was not allowed to be an emblem, but his female version was, so we're going to count it. But we have the emblems here to take on Alear. I thought it would be fitting. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and charge into battle and show Alear the true power of the emblems. Alright, starting things off, we're going to swap Robin and Camilla, and he's going to pull our dear Big Sis up, and she's going to bait out this Lance Cav. They're very tanky, so we won't be able to take them out, but we can draw them down to finish off next turn. And we're also going to have Corrin pull Byleth up, but we can't actually counterattack these guys, so we're just going to have him get into position to help deal with enemies next turn instead. Lance Cav attacks into Camilla, and not doing a whole lot of damage, but we likewise again aren't taking them out either, but that's fine. Now we can have Corrin move up and attack the Bow Cav, slam into them, jab them twice, down they go, trigger Gale Force, and now we can move up and finish off the Red Manakete as well. Hit him twice with the lucky 49, take a little bit of damage, but not enough to be a concern yet, and we will again slide backwards And now we're going to have Byleth move in and attack the blue Fafnir. And it looks like we can't do anything to him, but with Vital Astra on our side, our professor will tear right through this dragon. Drop 2 of them, and they're just no match. Goodbye. And now we can attack the Lance Cav with Camilla, but that will leave us in range of the Sword Fighter. So instead we're going to have Robin do it. And he's going to attack the Lance Cav. This is like the only time he actually attacks on this map, but that's fine. Does his job, takes him out, and now we can safely pull him back with Camilla. We do have to be careful because this Axe Dragon's Even Tempest will trigger, and so even though it's tempting to try and have Robin bait out the Sword Fighter, instead they'll just be attacked by the Axe Dragon, so we need to get him out of there, and that Tempest skill is going to let him attack Camilla, but that is fine, she'll be able to tank it. Green Mage attacks Corrin, but doesn't get the double, so we're able to reduce that damage and survive. And here's the Axe Dragon attacking Camilla, but again, she is hanging in there, only barely, doesn't do a whole lot back, but does survive, which is the more important thing. And now we can send Byleth in to deal with them. One hit from Vital Astra, and down you go with the funny number. And next, over here, we can attack with Corrin, but he can't actually take out the Green Mage. But if we have Camilla reposition Robin over and have him move over 1 space, then with his Love Bouquet giving attack res +4 to allies, suddenly Corrin is able to actually deal with this. So again, Robin isn't doing a whole lot of damage on this map, but he is supporting, which is still very helpful. And now Corrin can move in and finish the Sword Fighter. No real issues there. Gonna take a little bit of damage back, but that is fine. And slide back to safety away from the healer. Green Thief attacks Byleth. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but that chip damage can add up over time. So we do want to take them out before too long. Sword Fighter attacks, and we will just use them to attack twice and heal ourselves up with that Mystic boost. Get our professor nice and healthy over time, and now he's going to move in and take out that Green Thief before they snowball and become a problem later on. No problems there. And now we want to have Corrin move in and attack this Cleric. Jab, jab. Slide back. And unfortunately he can't do much to the blue Fafnir, but what we can do is have Robin move Camilla over and then have Corrin pull back and then Camilla pull him out to safety, and then she will instead bait that blue Fafnir out. The blue mage attacks Byleth, hits for 39, but he endures that, no issue, reduces the damage down to 10. Blue Manakete moves in, hits even harder for 49, but again, we're just going to reduce that damage, only does 13. No real concerns with the professor on campus. So he is tanking just fine over there. Big Sis Camilla dealing with the blue Fafnir. Yeah, they can't do any damage to her, but we also can't take them out. But now Alear is moving in, closing the gap, and she is something that we have to be mindful of. Now Camilla is not strong enough to deal with the blue Fafnir, but we can have Robin. Actually, I guess he does get to attack a second time, so he's going to attack the blue Fafnir and chip them down, and now Camilla can finish the job. There we go. But we still need to get her away from Alear because she is just not going to be able to endure the onslaught of fists that will fly towards her if we leave her in place. So get her out of there, and then Byleth can take out this blue Manakete, finish the job, and luckily he still has plenty of HP to deal with the blue mage attacking now. Yeah, reduce that down and just heal most of it back up, no real worries. And now we need to get away from Alear, so we're just going to start pulling back And we'll send Byleth up to finish the blue mage now. Drop him with 2 attacks, heal up a little bit more. He isn't fully healed up, but that is fine. It will be enough. And now we just need to get him in a position to tank Alear. So we're going to have Robin reposition him over, and he is still receiving support from Robin via the love bouquet. And now we're going to also Camilla can't do anything. We're gonna have her pull out, and Corrin will also retreat. Alear is going to attack Byleth. She hits twice, triggers her Dragon Blast, and does a good chunk to him, but we reduce that damage, and now we're hitting back. Almost took her out, but she is still alive, but that is fine. Go on, Professor, teach her a lesson. Hit her with the Vital Astra. Bam, down she goes, no worries. And there we go. Victory is achieved once more, thanks to the sheer power of the emblems. They are beyond broken. So yeah, there we go. Not a super difficult map, all things considered. Alear herself is quite powerful, but the rest of the units on that map aren't really that much of a headache. So it wasn't too bad to deal with, even with a pretty suboptimal team here. Most of the work was done by Corrin and Byleth, but Robin and Camilla did both contribute in their own ways, so overall, a success. Anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching this silly little showcase. Just thought it'd be fun to try and challenge ourselves and try and showcase the power of the emblems. And yeah, until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and the Angel Army signing out.